you. She hasn't done it yet, but she still keeps coming back. She still keeps coming back. She's actually written jokes for Joan Rivers, and it's much funny when Joan Rivers tells them. But she's a very funny person, and she's a good person.
I will.
And she's a retired school teacher. She's the best. Let's give a hand to my good friend, Helene Witt. Helene Witt.
I'm such a good friend that he forgets my name, but that's okay. I missed your joke because I'm hard of hearing. I have a hearing aid and I lost 2 of them already, and they're $1,800 each, so I didn't hear your joke. I thought you were heckling Patty. He goes, shut up, she's telling a joke. So I didn't hear your joke. Okay, we're starting off well. I wanted to, hi. You never saw me before. I wanted to tell, it's theater in the round. I wanted to tell you what happened when I went to the nail salon across the street just now. I just went. It's such a fancy nail salon. Have you been there? Yeah. It's so fancy, and this is the truth. I wrote like a whole set about it. It's so fancy that when you go to put soap on your hands to wash your hands in the bathroom, you can't even tell how to use the soap machine. They have to give you directions. That's how fancy it is. Did you ever get your nails done there? I'm not kidding. No. And you walk in, and they have artwork on the wall. Klimt. People talk about this famous artist Klimt. They have a mural. Right away, what do you say to yourself when you're in a fancy salon? What do you say to yourself? It's going to be expensive. Instead of paying $7, they're going to charge you $43 because it's so fancy. Wow. They give you pretzels. They give you, what else did they have there? Candy. And it's really a fancy one. And then I went to go to the bathroom before I began. I told you I got the soap. Listen to this. True story. They had so many rooms that I couldn't find the bathroom. So it's in a circle, the whole place. So I go to the first room, waxing. The next room, massage. The next room, I don't know what they were doing in there. And I ended up at the beginning again, and I was so embarrassed. I said to the lady, which one is the bathroom? Oh, that's all the way down the hallway. I swear this is true. Did you ever go there? It's across the street. It's so fancy, I couldn't find the bathroom. Where I live in Queens, they have a bathroom, that's it. And it costs $7 and they do your feet. But here's the thing. There were 7 forms of torture there. And I think these people, I think they're from Vietnam, I'll tell you why. Because when we were in the war, we used to do terrible things, but I think they're getting back at me. And I told them, I fought against the war. I marched in Washington in the 60s. I didn't want them to torture their people, but they were torturing me. I'll tell you why. I get on the chair. They have your feet in the hot boiling water with the fungus growing around. And then 2 people have your hands. So you're getting your toenails done and your hands. So you have no control. And then they go, let's give you a back massage. And they put on this vibrating machine. You have no control, and you're sitting there. The water's hot. It's bubbly. Am I right? When you get a see, she's imitating how it is because it's true. Across the street at the I'm going to tell you what I was watching on the screen while this is going on. Pat, this is a true story. They show you these peels that they put on your face for thousands of dollars. I swear it was seaweed. They put seaweed on this lady's face. And if that's not bad enough, I could go to Jones Beach. I'm cheap. I'll get my own seaweed. I'll put it on my face if it's good for me. They put seaweed on the lady's face, and then you know what they did? They painted this shellac over her face. And they waited 10 minutes, and then they peeled it off, and they massaged her face. I said to the lady who was doing my nails, wait a minute. What is that? Is that one? No, it's 3 separate procedures. And what does it do for your face? Does it take away wrinkles? Looks like torture to me. The girl couldn't breathe. Her mask and the paint, everything except her little nostrils. I got more of a nose than that. What'll they do, charge me extra money? So, back to the massage. So, they're massaging my back. They got my hands, both 2 people, plus my feet are in the water. And then they start torturing me. They cut off a piece of my toenail, but then they get a little bit of skin. I screamed. Oh, stop it. I said, you're torturing me. 13 forms of torture. Then, the one who's doing my fingernails, she's tickling me. Right. She's tickling me, and I have no control. And then that machine's going back 100 miles an hour, pressing into my spinal. back, you know, my spinal cord hurt. And then the torture, like I was telling you, then they're talking in their language, talking about me behind my back. But I knew they were talking about me because you know why? I heard the word cuticle. They were saying my cuticles were too thick. I said, look, I'm going to give you extra tip. You don't have to talk about my cuticles. I have no control over my cuticles growing every week. Why are you putting me down? Well, you tortured our people. You burned down our village in the 60s. Don't even go there, political humor, you know. So, anyway, you know what they said? The woman could speak a little English. She said to me, you have Dutch clogs on your calluses. You don't have normal calluses. They're so thick, they're like wooden shoes. I said, that's enough torture for one day, I said to her. So at the end, I thought I was gonna slide down into the water and it's all electric and I would get zapped to death and I would die. I'm lucky I got out of there alive to come here at 4 o'clock. Is that enough humor for the day, Pat?
You told me not to go there.
Any questions?
Now tell some jokes.
Well, oh, he wanted a punchline.
No, I'm saying tell your other.
Okay, but that's really true. And then I thought of something else. I have a gym near my house in Queens, okay? I live in a very populated part of Flushing, Queens. I think there's a lady who lives in the gym. I'll tell you why I think she lives in the gym, okay? You know how you use the hand dryer here, and you have a beautiful, very high-powered hand dryer? She dries her hair with it, and now, because she does it, I do it. I was in there and I did that to my hair. But it's to wash your hands. She curls her hair in the hair dryer, and she sleeps in the locker. Yes, she sleeps at the gym. She makes a decision every night. Should I sleep standing up in the full locker, or should I squeeze my body together and sleep in a half a locker? It's a joke, I'm only kidding. Don't worry about her. And then she parades around the gym. I swear, the women's locker room naked. Like, this is not your living room, miss. She goes to the...
Naked?
Yeah, it's a joke, though. But no, that part's true. She walked around the women's locker room naked. That part was true.
Naked.
And it was true that she dried her hair in the dryer. The part about her sleeping in the locker, that was exaggerated. It's a joke, you know.
Yeah.
But here's the point. Questions and answers come after the set. So, I'm kidding. So anyway, then she told me, you know why she lives in the gym? Because it's social for her. She goes to the hot tub, that they have the jacuzzi, and she socializes with the people all over the gym. And then she goes into that steam room. That's where she picks up guys. I mean, this woman lives in the gym. She doesn't go home anywhere. It reminds me when I was getting a new stove. So Sears took out the old stove, and I waited a week, and I had this place in my kitchen. I have a small kitchenette, they call it. It was empty. I said, I live by myself. All I need, I don't have a cook around like Pat. All I need is a microwave, and I have this space, empty space. So what do you think I thought of? I live in Flushing. Population's a problem. There's nowhere to rent out your place. I said, I will rent that space where my stove was and my oven for a family of 5. I'll rent that space to a family of 5. New joke Pat never heard. So, I'm only kidding. No, I didn't. It was a joke. But I did consider I had this space. I hardly ever cook. That part's true. I don't ever cook at home like Pat. So that's one joke. So I told you about the lady, and I wanted to talk about growing older. Can I do some more time?
Yes,
I came all the way out here.
work out all your stuff. Floor is yours.
I'm getting older. Anyone else getting older here?
No.
No,
Okay.
no, we're it's like the movie Cocoon here.
So anyway, I look in the mirror and I don't like to be sad about the bags under my eyes, but I'm thinking if they had these bags in the Rockaways during Hurricane Sandy, the F train never would have stopped running. It would have protected the Rockaways. And then I look in the mirror the next day, I have something brand new. When I turned 62, I got something brand new. I have exclamation points here. I have pound signs here. I have parentheses here. I'll lay down, you can type. Put your typewriter on my face. See, I use the typewriter instead of text message. Age-appropriate jokes. So,
You're
I'm
so
getting older.
brilliant.
I'm losing my hair. Anybody else? Never mind. Losing my hair, sir. I know you can't relate. And I know where it's going. It's going to my knuckles. I'm losing my hair. It's going to my knuckles. And the other thing I want you to know is I have varicose veins. Any other men or women have varicose veins on your legs? Those purple veins? Miss, you have something to look forward
Anna
to.
has it.
You know what I call mine? I call mine the Google Roadmap to Adventure. This road takes you to the Sterling Forest. You young girls don't know what that is. You do the Brazilian and all. And this road takes you to the Dead Sea. And I'm getting older. You heard of the information age? I'm heading for the inflammation age.
Yes.
Well, I think that's enough. Everyone's going to eat now.
No, keep talking. Stop. You're doing well.
I know,
Is
but
there
I
a
thought
phone?
people were going to
No, we got these
eat.
people
More.
here. You came here to entertain. I want you to start.
I'm sorry. Don't apologize. At least you're awake, and that's good. He's awake today. So anyway, I was saying I'm getting older, and I used to be a school teacher, like I had said, in a very tough school. And they had a gang. The second grade girls had a gang, and the initiation was to steal the milk containers off of my girls' lunch trays. So I named them the half pints. And the leader of the gang was named the Dairy Queen. You get it? Milk container. She had a boyfriend named Mr. Softy. He had a Viagra problem, like Pat was talking about. Callback. So anyway, these kids were tough. You walk into my school and you see the school colors, black and blue. Teacher, how do you tell time? That's easy. How long did you have me locked in the closet yesterday? When we were young, you and me, we used to carve our sweetheart's name in the desk. These kids carve their sweetheart's name in their sweetheart. They're really tough kids. Really tough. And like, this is how I had to teach them how to read. Run, spot, run. Remember those old-fashioned Dick and Jane books we all had? Run, spot, run, see, spot, run? No. Run, spot, run. Dick's got a gun. Spot is a pit bull. Run, teacher, run. And those were the 10th graders. They never gave me money for supplies. Never gave me money for supplies, so I had to go home. I was teaching measurement. I brought in my bathroom scale, my Weight Watcher scale, and my cocaine scale. I'm only kidding. I never went to Weight Watchers. But when you do go to Weight Watchers, you have that tray with the banana split and the ice cream and the syrup and the cherry on top. That's enough.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, listen,
Thank you.
everybody. Let's give Helene a big hand.
Yeah.
But I got a Helene here. That's why. Let's give Helene. Listen, comedy is very tough. And you guys.
Thank you.
Sorry, Bobby. Listen, she is trying new material here. She's trying it out on you. Obviously, it's not working, but she.
I have no new material. That's the joke. I have nothing new.
No, it is new material.
No.
But no, honestly, you guys got to give her a big hand again for coming out here. You know, and it means a lot. And she's a very good friend of mine, and she is very funny, and she's a good-hearted soul, and I love her. She's great, Elaine. All right.
Thank you.
Terrific.
Now it's time
That's
to eat.
it. Now we got to go and go through more toys.